Previously on Plumber Parts.
We've got a little bit of a problem. You're not going to be very happy, Max. That means we can't fit it on this system. I might look a little bit older now, and there's a reason for that, because as you've just seen, we didn't have the right box. What I've done is I've gone out and got another shower. This one is a pressurised one. So you're now going to see a little bit of skullduggery in the world of plumbing. This is not going to be easy, but we're somehow going to make this good without doing any tiling work. We're going to cover those holes up. We're going to get that out, and you're going to understand why it was so important in the first place that I ducted the control wire up into the loft. Let's get on with it. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to very carefully box it up, and we're going to pop this on eBay. So if anyone's got a gravity fed system and they need to buy a digital shower, it's in perfect nick. Give me a share, sweet pea. Oh man, it's so annoying. All that fun we had doing this, hey Max? It was fun. Right, okay, so imagine that we installed this shower, yeah? And then when we put down the wire, we just sort of put it in the adhesive of the tiles. We'd be up certain alleys right now without a paddle. But fortunately, I thought about that, didn't I? We haven't done that on this job, we haven't had to. But we still have the, oh, that one didn't quite bite. We still have the problem of trying to cover up our holes. God, you know what? It was 10 seconds before I'd found out. If I'd have found out just upstairs before I'd done it, we'd have been all right. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. We've got a Mira shower, a Mira Mode Maxim, all right? Beautiful beast. So this is where you're gonna suddenly see we've got a little bit of a problem. What's the difference? This is the controller, lovely controller, like that, and you've got your dual bits on there, but it's round, isn't it? Which is fine. If I'd have known I was fitting it in the first place, I'd have put a round one in, wouldn't I? But I didn't. So the question is, how do we get a round peg on a rectangular hole? Well, don't go anywhere, guys, because you're going to find out. Retention, again, Max. We are good at this, aren't we? You guys are going to keep watching all the way to the end, and if you haven't clicked subscribe yet, sling your hook. I don't really watch it anymore. Right, okay, so we've got a control wire, exactly the same kind of thing. Here's our old control wire here, and look, it moves, because it's ducted. Because I ducted it in one of the previous videos that you probably have watched, because you're dedicated fans of the channel. So now we're going to do, we've got this new wire to speed up there. That's our first bit. Ow, oh, look at that, right on there. That got me right on the finger, that did. Ow. Right, I'm just going to make sure which end is the end we want down here by plugging it in and just saying yeah. Yeah, right, now we know the end that we want to go upstairs is this end. This is going to take a little while to get up. Look at that pipe there, that is the duct that we've got for our control wire for what turned out to be the completely wrong shower, yeah? Totally wrong, without any troubles whatsoever, because I ducted it. Do I have to say this any more times? Max, I'll ask you now, what will you do when you install a digital shower in your house? What are you going to do with the wire? You're going to duct it, aren't you? Even though this is quite a big bit. Oh mate, I hope that fits down there. It doesn't fit, does it? Okay, all right. We're going to be all right about this. We're going to be cool about it. Right, so we're just going to shave the sides down a little bit on this. Yo intento. Don't know what feed means in Spanish, how you say that, but I intend to feed it all the way down here. I'm pulling it from there, and it's going through there, isn't it, eh? I've turned the bath tap on with the wire. That's what you can hear there. Oh my God. This is actually quite nerve-wracking. Man, I'm a happy boy now. Right, now we've got to figure out how we're going to get this little back plate here onto and covering up those holes. You're enjoying going backwards, aren't you, Max? This on there, so there's no holes there. And that's when you go to your local ironmongers or whatever and buy yourself a 105mm by 205mm piece of brushed steel. Let's go and have a look at it. Piece of steel. Is it as hard as my wife, who's currently out there digging up a patio? Anyway, so what we're going to do underneath this bit here, if we look at this, so when you buy sheets of steel like this, you can, she's stopped now. Cheers, Em. Yeah, great. She's listening to, I don't know what she's listening to at the moment. Probably my my little feature on fixed radio. So look at this, lovely, nice and shiny, okay? So I'm going to try and keep that on there for as long as possible. What we're going to need to do is obviously cut a hole in the back of this and also cut a couple of holes for our screws to go through so we can pick up and actually just screw the controller to the wall as normal. Quite pleased with that. £4 that cost, cut to size. Let's go upstairs and get it sorted out, yes. So look, there we go, that covers them up nicely, covers that up. That's what happens when you have to polish the big turd that was that complete cock up on my part, but there we go. Sometimes this does actually happen, even in real life on proper sites and stuff. I have had it happen before. And also I've used this sort of technique as well when taking out recessed showers and they don't want to do all the tile work. So you buy a big pit of this and then you can put a bar mixer valve, like a surface mounted shower on there, and that works really, really well. So what we've got to do is we've got to get obviously the middle hole drilled on this piece here with the pillar drill, but then also we've got to get our little holes drilled so we can get this back plate on. So I pop the back plate off and we can almost make up and build exactly what we need just on there like that. So let's go down to my lovely shed where I'm building a rotisserie barbecue out of an old expansion vessel. Let's get some cutting done, like. Look at this lovely rotisserie barbecue that I made out of an old expansion vessel. Yeah, I filmed that and I'm probably going to put the making of this on Times with James, even though it is a little bit Heath Robinson, whoever that is. Right, so we've got our little piece here. So centre that. You want a pen to mark this because you want to be really accurate. You want to mark it with a pen that's as thick as that because obviously it makes it really accurate. Centre, like that. Yeah, boy. So I do like my little workshop. I do a lot of work in here. When me and Emily have had a big old argument, this is where I come. Bosch, buy metal. If anyone wants to buy this pillar drill, I have actually put it on the Amazon store because I bought this on Amazon. And it is very nice. Got loads of multiple speeds on it. You have a depth gauge on here that I ripped off because it just got in the way. Welcome to James's Metalwork channel. My name's James. Today, we're going to do some metal work. These babies live in here all the time. These are my safe style glasses, or as they call them, safe style glasses. And these are the clear ones. One thing I really like about them is when I'm welding, one of the ways you'll get slag in your eyes is you finish your weld and you lift it up and you don't have glasses on, you tap it with a slag hammer and that slag is molten hot. I've had a little bit just land about here and I was like, whoa, that's close. Now you can just wear these throughout the whole job and they don't get in the way of your welding mask. So there you go. I also got the apron from Amazon. What about how I've organised the shed? Like, it's all different in here now after you moaned at me about it. Oh gee, what a dirty shed you got. I imagine Nathan, our editor's turned the sound down, but this actually sounds like the London Underground. Right then guys, let's go back upstairs and get this lovely little bit fitted. Here we go. Right then, so we are getting there now. I think you guys understand what we're achieving here. I'll tell you what, this is quite an emotional video for me. Because I didn't think this was going to work. I spent ages trying to find a digital shower that had the square on it. The old manufacturer, the old one, don't make them anymore. You know, and you start to think, well, what's the point? There she is. Everything's very delicate, isn't it, when you do this sort of work? You've got to be very careful. Oh, guys, what a load of hassle. I think I need to recharge my batteries. Unfortunately, UGREEN have sent me this lovely little charger to do just that. Ridiculous amount of power. Charges up my MacBook after a vast amount of use on incognito mode. Check out some of these lovely features. This charger delivers a whopping 65 watts of charging power, enough to charge your phone, tablet and laptops from a single charger. It's also mega quick. It charged my MacBook Pro 13 from 0 to 100 in less than 2 hours. It's easy for me to take on site and on holiday because it's 50% smaller than the original 61 watt beast, and it doesn't dig into my legs anymore when I'm in a loft because it has an intuitive foldable plug. It'll also never overheat or damage your devices because it can intelligently adjust the power output to protect your product's battery. So check out the UGREEN Nexo 65 watt charger using the links below, and let's get on with the video. By the way guys, I'm still learning my Spanish, and Nathan, our lovely editor, speaks fluent Espanol, see? So I'm going to ask him if, how can we say, hello, welcome to Plumber Parts. All day today, we'll be learning about plumbing, which I think is going to be something like, hola, yo soy plumberparto, todos días tu aprenderemos fontanera. Something like that, I don't know, let's see. Nathan, how do you say, hello, my name's Plumber Parts, or I'm Plumber Parts. Today, all day, we're going to be learning about plumbing in Espanol and in a Scottish accent, please. Thank you. Let's see if he comes back. Do you think I should do a podcast called Plumbing Garble, where I just talk utter crap? None of it about plumbing, just stuff. Let me know in the comments below. Just get the old holes, just a blob in there each. Gorgeous. That looks nice though, doesn't it? Doesn't that look nice?
It's good, man.
Right then, arriba, to the loft. Right, so there's the old box that we don't need. I'll come back up in just a second's time with the new one. Right then, so as you can see with these boxes, they're all pretty much very similar. So we've got outlet 1, outlet 2, hot and cold in, couple of screws, couple of plugs, power. Easy, anyone could do it. Even a plumber is charging you probably best part 400 quid a day. Okay, right, so I just want to make sure which outlet goes to which. And inside here we've got a little diagram that for some reason doesn't show it in the easiest light. So there's our pan head going under that pipe and then over there. And there's this one going down here. So this is going to be the pan head, and this one is going to be handset. So just put handset on there. Now our hot and colds come in the same way. For those of you who were here last time, will know that we were going to put this over there, but because I can't be bothered to do all the pipe work to get it round, I'm going to whip that out, and this is going to live right here, right, just like that. I mean, look at this awful bit of pipe work here. No, Max, I'm sorry. I don't care, but I do about this. I can't leave this like this. Oh, we can leave it like that though. A little bit of twistage and we're all good. That looks better, doesn't it? So some of you might be wondering what this thing actually does, because Max has just asked me, he's like, what is it you're fitting? So what this does, this talks with this wire downstairs, so when you press the buttons and twist the knobs and all the rest of it, this can talk to this bit up here to mix the water properly and also select which outlets it comes out of. Some of the new ones of these as well will have an app on it, so you can use an app on your phone and have profiles and stuff like that as well, which is very, very handy. That's your sort of bag. Usually I press the button and I get in there, and if Emily's just moved it a couple of degrees, there's hell to pay. Anyway, let's get these two outlets in now. Let's get all this plugged in, powered up, and see how she works. Before I do those final connections, I want to look at some of the comments you guys sent us in the video Against the Clock, updating Tado heating controls quick. This one made me cry. It was a really real comment. This is from Bacco Cole. I love the grounded reality of this channel. Despite the financial instability all over the world, I'm so excited this second time withdrawing £78,000 profits off my investment. Laura got big nails. I never noticed her big nails. That was from Jigsy, and that got 4 replies and 11 likes. Someone said, you sickos, that's his sister. No, it's not. Dawn, don't listen to him. And 9bar69 said, I love to keep abreast of DIY, and this one was a hooter. Double down on those gadgets and a couple of big tips never hurt anyone. You sick, sick person. Testicular cancer is important. And this is not even, me and Max are just talking off camera about balls. I'm putting a insert in there. Oh, you little pig. I thought that'd go in there. So, I go to the docs. I've got a bit of a lump. I need to get it checked out. It was very busy. It's before COVID. The doctor's surgery was full of people. And the female doctor came out, which I didn't know was going to be a female. And she said, we've got 2 students in today. Is it anything that's, you know, particularly sensitive? And I was like, no, because it was busy. I don't want anyone to hear. She went, great. Go in there. And there are these 2, probably 8 out of 10, mid-20s female, doctor students. Lovely. And she said, right, I'm going to leave now and they're going to do the consultation. And they did, the two of them together. And then the doctor had to come back in and do the consultation again. And I'm sure you understand what that means. And then she said, would you mind propping yourself up so I can show them the male anatomy? Because they obviously don't get a chance to see it on a live red-blooded beast. And they literally splayed my areas like a dead bat, pretty much, so they could see it. And all the time, all I could think was, like, I don't know, don't think anything sexy. All right, I was trying to think of like robbing cars and pipe benders, but then you think of pipe benders, you think of pipe, and then, you know, start getting a chub. So, but fortunately it didn't happen, and unfortunately I was actually okay. It was just a false alarm, but that's what happened when I had my balls felt for testicular cancer. What I'm going to do is, as a test, we're going to run this off an extension lead. Not because I've got massive family do on Saturday and I've got 30 people coming over. And I will definitely be wiring this in before they turn up. I will not be hanging this out through the loft hatch, honest. Mate, we've nearly done it. This job's taken 3 months.
So I feel kind of emotional.
I'm emotional as well. That's because I haven't had a coffee for 3 hours. Right, let's hope I've got them the right way around. If I haven't, it's quite a simple job to swap them over. Yeah, needs a bit of a wash down. Right, let's get it nice and hot. Here she comes. Beautiful. Can you have them both on at the same time? Oh yes, you can. You have no idea how happy she's going to be about that. But I've got to say, I'm the most happiest about getting that working. That bit there, I mean, hopefully you guys understand how much of a lovely little job that is to get that all sorted out there. So there we go, she works absolutely beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I did that, but I think you're also going to enjoy how I tiled these 3D tiles by clicking on this video here. These 3D tiles were a complete nightmare to do, but hopefully if you've bought them for your house, you'll see how I did it and not make the mistakes that I did. So check it out, hit the subscribe, and hold tight.